Hi, I'm Jana Hoshide. I'm the Senior Director of Workforce Development at HAH. This training is meant to give you an understanding of the CNA Oahu Back to Work program and how to prepare to fill your open positions. Thank you for responding to our survey regarding your CNA needs. As a result of your response, City CARES Act funding was given to UH Community College for the Oahu Back to Work program, which includes free training and tuition for many different industry certifications, including healthcare. I'm happy to report that UH Community College has reserved multiple CNA classes for our HAH members. The funding must be spent by the end of the year, and therefore the classes need to complete by December 31st in order for the students' tuition to be paid in full. There will be one cohort at Windward Community College, and the rest of the 7 cohorts will be at Leeward Community College. Each cohort will consist of around 10 students. These students are individuals who have had their employment impacted by COVID and are therefore serious about employment opportunities. Here is an example of the program design. We worked with the community colleges to modify aspects of the program to enable employment success. They are seen here in the colored blocks. The students have already completed their tuition eligibility review, which is this first box here. And UH Community College is actively working to enroll the students. The cohorts are scheduled with various start dates and various schedules, including weekdays or weekends, in-person or blended learning. All students will receive an information session providing information about a day in the life of a CNA, and they will also watch a video of Hilton speaking to the importance of the CNA role, the needs we have as an industry, and asking students who are not serious about employment to reconsider giving someone else their seat, since the intent of the UH Community College and Honolulu City and County Oahu Back to Work program is to get these individuals into new jobs. Those students who decide to continue will then start their education in the program. Moving on to this green box in the middle, we have built an interview and selection process as a part of the curriculum. HAH will assign up to 3 employers to a cohort. And we are asking each employer to share a 15-minute talk about their organization and their nurse aid employment opportunities with the students. The students will then complete a standard application form, and then we will work with each employer and the school to coordinate employment interviews. HAH will then help to facilitate rounds of employment selection between the employers and the students. And all students not selected will participate in a job fair at the end of the program. We understand the high risk of having all students in and out of your facilities during this pandemic to complete their clinical practicum experience. So these students will complete all of the state required 100 hours via classroom, simulation, and lab experience, and will not have had any real patient experience prior to hire. We wanted you to be aware of this so you can plan for additional oversight within your onboarding process. We're recommending that the students have 50 hours of on-the-job orienting as you see fit. This could include any combination of job shadowing and successful demonstration of skills before they are sent to work independently. We will also provide a competency checklist tool that can help you to evaluate students' hands-on demonstration of the CNA skills learned through their UH Community College training. I also want to mention that due to the pandemic, the simulation in place of practicum experience is being used across the CNA training programs in the state. So as you're hiring students from other programs, you might want to plan for this additional oversight and job shadowing upon hire. The good news is after speaking with many of you, we understand that you already have a robust onboarding training program in place that provides additional oversight of new hires. Leeward also provides additional support to prepare the students for the CNA certification test. The entire length of the program is around 6 to 9 weeks. Here are the items we're asking you to prepare for. As mentioned, HEH will assign you to a cohort and will let you know the specific schedule for that cohort. We're asking you to prepare for the 15-minute information session and the interview process. Please think about who you would like to have interview the students and be prepared to extend either offers or intent to hires, contingent upon successful completion of the program and any other contingencies you might have. And lastly, as mentioned previously, you might want to look at your onboarding process to provide additional oversight of the new hires as they practice their newly learned skills. Here's an example of the schedule and timing for 5 of the 7 Leeward cohorts. Each cohort will have 1 to 3 employers. Most of you will participate in one cohort. Some of you with a large number of position openings will participate in 2 cohorts. We will help to schedule virtual meetings with you and the students for both the 15-minute information session and the 25-minute interviews with each student. Please note that there will be 1 to 3 weeks between the offers and the end of the program when students will be able to start as a new hire at your facility. Here's a bit more details about the information session. The purpose of the session is to share all the wonderful aspects about employment at your organization and to give a good sense of a day in the life of the job so students know what to expect and can evaluate their fit within your organization. This can be done via a presentation, or you can just prepare some talking points and have a discussion. We ask that you leave some time within the 15 minutes for questions. These information sessions will be scheduled online during class time, and all students will attend each employer session. We're asking that you prepare for this information session by identifying your point person, some talking points, or your presentation by November 13th. We understand that from an HR standpoint, many of you need an application completed prior to interviewing. We have created a standard application form that the school will ensure the students complete and we will give to you prior to your interviews. Once a student is selected, if you prefer, you can have them fill out your organization's specific application form. You will have a chance to interview all students in the cohort during individual 25-minute interviews that will be scheduled as a part of class time. We will also help to schedule these virtual interviews. Here is a sample of what the interview schedule will look like for a cohort of 3 employers. The schedule will be modified and simplified for the cohorts of 2 employers or 1 employer. We'll help to set up all of the virtual interviews and coordinate the schedule with the school, so all you need to do is show up and interview the students during blocks of 2 hours. We want to give you the opportunity to select the students that are the best fit for your organization, which is why you will have the opportunity to interview all the students in the cohort. Because a cohort might have multiple employers, HEH will help to facilitate a selection or matching process. This may include several rounds of offers or intent to hire. Depending on the number of positions open at your organization, we'll let you know the number of offers each of you is able to extend. We will try our best to meet as many of your needs as we can. For the first round, employers will be able to offer up to 3 offers, depending on the number of open positions. The limit for the first round enables a more fair offer process between large employers and small employers. Students will then accept offers and then we will let you know the remaining students for the second round. We'll then repeat the process until either all of your allocated openings are filled or all of the students you would like to hire have been offered an intent to hire. Any remaining students will enter into a broader job fair following the program. This process will be simplified for those cohorts with less employers. It may seem a little daunting at first, but we wanted to facilitate employment with the goal of filling your open positions. And this gives the best opportunity to do so, rather than an open job fair where students may or may not take employment. In terms of next steps, if you could please confirm your open CNA position numbers by Friday via a response to my email. Also on Friday, we would like to gather your feedback regarding the standard application and any necessary changes before interviewing. Once we finalize the questions and the fields for the application, we'll then format it nicely and resend it out. Once I've confirmed your CNA job openings, we will then assign you to a cohort and send you the schedule for the 15-minute information sessions and the interviews. In the meantime, you can start to prepare for those steps by creating talking points or a presentation about your organization, and also identify who you would like to have interview the students by November 13th. Thank you so much for listening to this presentation. I hope it has been helpful. Please feel free to reach out to us with any additional questions.